I went to a Mexican friend's house. Mexicans better at sharing than Americans. Because I went to his house, he was like, mi casa es su casa. I was like, what does that mean? He was like, it means my house is your house. I was like, get out of my house. That must have confused him, because he was like, amigo? And I was like, yes, a Yugo.
Tonight on Laughs, we're bringing the best comedians from the comedy club to you, without the 2-drink minimum. You're welcome, America. Welcome to Laughs. I'm your host, Taylor Tomlinson, and this week, I think we might have too much funny. You be the judge. Let's kick things off at Pechanga Comedy Club with Tyler Boeh, who has some big news.
I'm a new dad, so I got a little guy at home. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's very exciting, so yeah. If I do seem a little tired or a little sluggish, it's because I've been up since 2013. We got the little guy now. I was really nervous about becoming a new dad. I didn't have a lot of baby experience. I was nervous about a lot of things. My biggest fear was probably that I was gonna drop him, right? Absolutely. I don't know why you're laughing at that. That's serious business. Right? Plus, babies are squirmy. We've all held a baby that doesn't want to be held. They got that back arch out of nowhere, like. Right? Yeah, where does that come from? They are strong with that, too. I'm like, what are you doing, P90X in there? CrossFit? How do you have so much core strength? I think we can all agree as a room full of people, the last thing you probably ever want to do is drop a baby. Yeah, which begs the question, ladies, what's with the baby oil? Yeah, why would you grease up a baby? Is that the worst idea ever? You gonna hand me a slippery baby? I'm already nervous about dropping him. Don't hand me a greasy baby. Right? You towel him off, maybe we'll talk. I'm nervous. Every day my wife is slathering him up with this stuff. She's like, we gotta keep his skin soft. I'm like, we gotta keep his head off the ground is what we gotta do. Yeah, we can have a chapped baby for all I care. I'm trying to protect this. Right? Nobody wants to play with a slow kid with nice skin.
I'm getting married, so thank you very much. Making an honest woman. We're getting married very soon, and so she's a woman, of course, and she's Mexican. So, in case you guys were wondering, my racist, homophobic mother's thrilled, you guys. She was just thrilled. The first words out of her mouth when she found out were, congratulations, you failed me in every way. And then she actually threatened to deport my future Mexican children. Real thing. I was like, Mom, hello? They're probably gonna be Chinese, you know? Let's be real.
Man, everybody's got big news today. Tyler just had a baby, Heather's getting married, and Josh Adams, well, he's just a little bit closer to death. I'll let him explain.
I'm getting older, man. My birthday finna come up. It's getting crazy. I miss being young, man. I do. I miss being young. I miss being able to, like, eat food and turn it into energy. I miss that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go play basketball, you know? Now I just turn food into naps, and I don't like that. Yeah. So I've been trying to stay in shape, man. Like, a friend of mine asked me, he was like, you should play flag football with us. So I'm like, cool, I'll play flag football. I played football in high school, real football. So flag football, that ain't nothing, you know? I seriously underestimated how much people love amateur sports. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, black people take amateur sports serious as hell. I don't know if y'all know that. She clapping, you know. My man know, you almost black. You know just a little bit enough. You black enough to know what I'm talking about. Black people take amateur sports serious. Like, I'm talking about, I know when they put out the flag football memo, it went out, and it was some white people at work standing by the water cooler, and they got the email, and they was like, you know what, guys? It's a flag football league, $50. And somebody said, you know what? That sounds like fun. And what sounds like fun means is, okay, this is a good way for me to kick it with my coworkers outside of the workplace, get away from my wife and kids for about an hour or two, and I might be able to have an affair with Jan from accounting. This working out for everybody right now. That's what it was, but I'm sure it was two black dudes somewhere else, and they heard about it like, man, you heard they playing flag football for $50? And he looked at his boy and said, oh, we gonna win that thing, cuz. And what that means is, in his mind, is like, this is my chance to go pro again, right here. I've been praying and God has sent a blessing from above down to me. I'm gonna go out here, play flag football. I'm gonna be out there scoring 13 touchdowns. Some professional scout gonna be driving past and he gonna look over the flag football field and say, forget this professional practice I got to go to. Let me see what's going on in this flag football game. And he gonna pull in there and he like, who's scoring all them touchdowns right there? Oh, that's Jenkins. He a package handler at UPS. Oh, not no more. He a professional football player. Here goes $1 million. That's what he thinking in his mind.
My boss is younger than me, which makes me question every decision I've ever made in life. And every month he schedules a meeting with me. It's just me and him, though. That's a conversation, but okay. And at this meeting, he creates an agenda, and on the agenda, he writes opportunities for improvement, which I refer to as things I messed up this month to his face, because that's pretty much what it is. And he sits there in this meeting and he talks at me. Like, he never talks to me, he talks at me. And we all know the difference between someone talking at you versus someone talking to you. When people are talking at you, all you need to do is nod your head and raise your eyebrows, and you look like you care. Like, just nod and raise. So he's talking and I'm nodding, I'm raising. He's talking and I'm nodding, I'm raising. He's talking and I'm nodding, I'm raising. And I started thinking, I wonder what would happen if I just punched this dude in the mouth really quickly and acted like nothing happened. Just went back to nodding and raising. Just punched him in the mouth. And when he went, ow, why'd you punch me in the mouth? I go, I didn't punch you in the mouth. Like, you punched me in the mouth. Like, I didn't punch you in the mouth. You punched me in the mouth, then you shouldn't have grabbed my boob. I didn't grab your boob, then I didn't punch you in the mouth.
Did somebody say this? Immigrants are stealing our jobs. Immigrants are not stealing our jobs. They're getting our jobs instead of us. If they were stealing our jobs, that would be weird. You'd get up to go to the bathroom, you come back, there'd be a Mexican dude sitting in your office chair. He'd be like, I like your job. My favorite thing that Americans do is we'll make up Spanish words. We'll be like, ooh, a Cinco de Mayo party. I'll just put that in mi calendre. Not the word for calendar. Spanish is the only language we do that with. We never do that with German. We're never like, ooh, a sandwich. I'll just put that in my mouth and hagen. I love Germans. I meet a lot of German tourists in New York. Always the nicest person I've met that month. But I feel bad for them because they kind of have to be. Like, when they're in the US, they have to constantly prove that they're not Nazis. They're like overselling it a little bit. They're like, hi, nice to meet you. I love your hair. It's good, unlike Hitler, who was bad. We get it. Love accents. You ever hear a Long Island accent? You can't tell if somebody's saying their kid is artistic or autistic. Like, my son's very autistic. You're like, good? Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna take a break so I can stuff some snacks in my mouth and hagen. Yeah, that's gonna catch on for sure. Stick around, there's more laughs coming up. Welcome back to Laughs. Here's Mike Paramore at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio, talking about the relationship between men and women, because unhealthy relationships are just so much funnier.
Don't get me wrong, I don't want to make it seem like men are not emotional creatures, okay? Men are emotional. We're just situationally emotional, okay? Men are very emotional when they broke, when they don't have any money. Women are at their most emotional when they, are awake. And I'm gonna be honest, people, I feel like I lost a good woman because I was broke. It was during the time where I ain't had no money, but I had some free movie packets. So I'm like, finally I get to take her out. I was like, after the movie, we're gonna go on a romantic walk and we're gonna talk because both of those things are free also. In the middle of the walk, that's when a bum jumps out the shadows and asks me for change. I'm like, dude, you are ruining my life right now. Your time is 100% off. I am on a free date. We ate before we left the house. Who brings change to a free date? I'm like, no, sir, I don't have any change. I walk off. She stops, digs in her purse, hands the man change. Immediately, I'm emotional because I'm pissed because you saw me digging through my center console to get change for the meter and you was quiet. You didn't say nothing. Like you handed me a napkin to clean off this nickel I wanted to put in there, like, and you didn't say nothing. Now you the change lady. Now you all about change. I'm pissed because you are embarrassing me in front of this bum. He's gonna go back to his bum community, and when they're gathered around the bum fire, he's gonna have the best bum tail for the day, because he knows a dude who hangs out with women with way more change than he has. I'm mad because we're on a date, which means we are a team, okay? And if I don't have change, then we don't have change.
Any single moms here? One single mom. Anybody want to be a single mom? I was at the dog park and I saw some single moms breastfeeding. I think it's beautiful when moms bond with a child. I don't think you should be shamed during public breastfeeding. I just think it's weird. Hear me out. When I see interracial breastfeeding. Like, I got questions, you know? Like, is that child yours? Because when I was growing up, I had a Jewish stepdad. He's white, I'm brown. No one believed he was my real dad. So I used to mess with him when we were outside. I say, help, I don't know this man. And that's when he would stop breastfeeding me. Some people look confused right now. They're like, is that a Chinese Mexican? It sounds like a black Jew. Let me explain this exotic mix. My mom's Filipino and my dad is missing. My dad left when I was 10. And I can never forget the words he said to me as he was leaving. I was standing by the door, and he looked me in the eyes, and he said, "Excuse me." Why? He left real politely.
Hey, Laughs is on Twitter. Tweet something funny and we'll retweet, favorite, and follow the hell out of you. I personally read every tweet with the hashtag LaughsTV because I have nowhere to go on Saturday nights. I mean, I have places to go. It's just like typically you need to be invited. More laughs coming up. It's Laughs time. Welcome back. Let's head over to Brad Garrett's Comedy Club at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Here's Delanie Fischer.
I used to work at Trader Joe's. Yeah, thank you. Let me tell you something. I have gotten recognized more for working at Trader Joe's than I ever have for doing stand-up comedy. You're a local celebrity at Trader Joe's. And the first thing people say when you tell them that you work there, everyone does this. Oh my gosh, I love Trader Joe's. We all do it, it's okay. I love Trader Joe's too. And I was always followed by a couple questions that people had. First question, why is everybody so nice at Trader Joe's? Second is, what do all the bells mean? So I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you really quick. We are so nice at Trader Joe's because we have to constantly distract you from the fact that we don't actually carry anything that you're looking for. A customer would come up to me, hey, do you guys sell dental floss? No, I'm so sorry, sir, but if you look over here, we have these nacho cheese kale chips from the depths of Africa. Here's a sample. Have a taste. What do the bells mean? We gotta keep you guys disoriented so you don't walk 10 feet to Albertsons and get all the crap that you're looking for. That's what that is.
That's what the bells are about? You just learned something. You see that? This isn't just laughs and tomfoolery. This should be on PBS. Up next, a TED Talk on volcanoes. No, I'm kidding. It's more laughs.
Crazy, man. Everything is money. I think everything is money. I love doing this for a living because, like, I'm not rich and famous, but I got some friends who are. You get to meet cool people who are. I'm from a small town, right? So not big things don't impress me. I'm a simple guy. Simple things. I love simple things, right? I'm hanging out with my friend Troy, and Troy took me to 40/40 Club. It was his birthday, VIP. He had us in the VIP section. Now, Troy orders a $500 bottle of champagne, right? Now, I don't know if any of you have ever ordered a $500 bottle of champagne in a hip-hop club, or if you've ever seen someone order a $500 bottle of champagne in a hip-hop club, or if you've ever watched a rap video before. But when somebody orders a $500 bottle of champagne in a hip-hop club, things get crazy real fast. First of all, 4 of the most beautiful women you'll ever see in your entire life appear out of nowhere, right? The bottle has 4th of July sparklers shooting out the top of the bottle, right? Shooting out the top of the bottle. Now, the women parade the bottle throughout the entire club. Now, everybody in the room is focused on this bottle, and they're saying to themselves simultaneously, oh my God, who bought the $500 bottle of champagne, right? They place the bottle at the table. Now, the person who bought the bottle has to sit there and act like he didn't know this parade was gonna take place when he made this purchase, right? Here's the thing about me and my friend Troy. We like to tease each other. We like to bust each other's chops from time to time. So my friend looks at me and he goes, yeah, I'm living life right now. I'm balling. I know you wish you was balling like me. And I was like, whatever. I don't know where this move came from. Not really my proudest moment. It's in my feelings a little bit. I think Beyonce was playing. I was feeling a bit Sasha Fierce at the time. I don't know, but that's what I went with. Whatever. I be balling. I just don't ball the same way that you ball. I ball the way that I ball. I ball on my level. I ball in my lane. Like, can I go into a hip-hop club, order a $500 bottle of champagne, have 4 beautiful women appear out of nowhere while the bottle's on fire, and have everyone in the room go, oh my God, who ordered the $500 bottle of champagne? No! But what I can do is go into a TGI Fridays, order the sizzling fajitas, and get the same reaction from everybody in the restaurant. It's the same. It's the same. You ever been to a TGI Fridays and somebody ordered the sizzling fajitas? Like, is Donald Trump up in here? Like, what?
Great. Now, I have to go find a sizzling fajita to stuff in my mouth and Hagen. Oh, when we come back, Tom Simmons has some great advice for Texas. This guy always gets the last laugh. So then there's this with Tom Simmons.
A judge in Texas just gave a young man who'd been arrested for assaulting his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend a choice. You either marry this girl or you go to jail for 15 days. And the young man opted for the life sentence, while the 19-year-old girl's opinion wasn't even considered. Because as you know, Texas doesn't believe in a woman's right to choose. No one should be a judge of people's lives who is such a terrible decision maker. What grown-up thinks a 19-year-old girl should be forced to marry a jealous, violent man? Good job, Texas. What are you trying to drum up future business for divorce court? Everything's bigger in Texas, apparently, especially the judicial misconduct. The girl's father was understandably furious. He's like, what kind of an idiot chooses marrying a girl over prison? At least the jail cell won't get fat. Getting married was the only part of this sentence. The judge also made this guy write a bunch of Bible verses. Doesn't the Bible have enough authors already? I'm sorry, but this judge seems over-religious and not very bright. So I wonder how long before Texas makes him governor. The couple said they felt rushed, and the bride was very upset. She said, I didn't even have time to get a white dress. Yeah, my guess is that's the reason behind all the punches your ex took. You know, it's a good thing you didn't show up to the courthouse wearing a white dress, because then the judge would have been forced to charge you with perjury. The best wedding gift this bride received by far was that she can forever pull the remember when I married you so you wouldn't go to prison card? Seems to me this man had a terrible defense attorney, because it seems like any lawyer that was half decent could have gotten the sentence reduced to an engagement.
Can I say that? Is that okay to say?
All right, that's the show. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel to relive the laughs and share the comedic gold with everyone you know. I'm your host, Taylor Tomlinson, but you should probably know that by now. Why do I keep saying that? Like, they've been here the whole time. I hosted the entire show. I'm a little offended. I'm working my butt off here. Remember? Mouthenhagen? Totally caught on? I wore this Barbie shirt? No? All right, I think we're done here, is what I'm saying. We'll see you next week. Like what you just saw? Subscribe below to our YouTube channel and you can see even more. I'm not suggesting. Like, do it now. I can see you. I will wait.